Karl Marx, straight face. Sorry, can't grow a beard in a day or two, but Guangcheng will tell us what to do.
Oops. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Hi everybody, my name is Guangcheng Ma, and today I'm going to do a roast for my creative project. You probably know roast much better than me, but roast is kind of like a form of art that politely insulting or making fun of people. So I think it's commonly used by those comedians to making fun of celebrities. So I think it's kind of creative and fun to do a roast on a big-name philosophers, since the philosopher's life is colorful as everybody else's. However, the problem is, according to the rule of roast, the object of your roast should be present in the room. Obviously, Karl Marx is not gonna show up today in UMBC. So what should I gonna do? I don't want to make this thing less fun, so I personally decided to let Dr. Ken Welkening to be Karl Marx for the next 5 minutes. Since you two both share lots of commonalities, you both white, you both male, and you both looking pretty old. Plus, you two are both German. So if you see me saying Karl Marx and looking at Dr. Welkening, don't feel strange because he is Karl Marx now. Right?
Karl Marx now.
Awesome. Okay, before I start, just to make a disclaimer, since I'm from the Orient, which is a very serious place, Karl Marx can testify that, so there's a possibility that this thing happens to be not funny at all. If that actually happened, I'm pretty sure we will. Don't blame me, blame my mom. So let's begin. While Karl Marx in the room, everybody's familiar with your class consciousness and those communism BS, but people hardly know you wrote a poem that condemned the whole human species into hell when you are only 18 years old. Karl Marx is famous for saying that religion is the opium for the mass. However, that's the most common misquote ever. According to the context, your attitude is more sympathy rather than criticize towards the religion. In the heading of the letter your wife sent to you, she used "besoup" to refer to you. That doesn't sound very atheistic. Plus the fact that in Karl Marx high school diploma, it has religious knowledge print on it. Karl Marx are also responsible for creating a political red light district called Communist Party. For those of you who don't know what Communist Party is, please look at the Chinese government, the North Korean government, and also the current Canadian government as well. You are directly responsible for destroying 400 million Chinese family and also turning half of the Russian population into alcoholic. Thanks to you, Stephen Harper called himself a Tory instead of a moron. So now we have the religious Marx and the political Marx. It is time to get to the economic Karl Marx, also my personal favorite. This part of Marx is highly associated with a person called Friedrich Engels. Who's Friedrich Engels? He's literally the biological father of Karl Marx. According to some wild history, Karl Marx is the person that doesn't know how to handle money at all. He was working for a couple different newspapers, and those papers pay Karl Marx very well monthly, and you always spend it within a day or two. The only person who will help Marx after he spent all the money is Friedrich Engels. You will write to Engels, and he will send money to you, and you will write to Engels again, and he will send money to you again. I totally understand why Karl Marx is so obsessed with communism now. It all makes sense. It kind of struck me that a person with no sense of money whatsoever has written the most influential book in the history of economics. Can you imagine that? It's kind of like a heterosexual person became the head designer of Dolce & Gabbana. Karl Marx, despite everything I just said about you, I still admire you and all the contribution you ever made for humanity. and every crap that you ever wrote for human species. You once said the purpose of philosophy is not to interpret the world, but to change it. Well, you certainly changed the world, but me, I barely changed myself. Thank you.